Alright, so welcome to today's tutorial. We're diving into what panic does to your body. Anxiety is more than fear, and people do not know that. It is the body alarm system activating even when there is no immediate danger. A panic attack is an intense wave of fear that suddenly overwhelms the nervous system. During that process, the heart races, breathing changes, muscle tightens, thoughts became chaotic. Many people believe that panic attacks are all in the mind, but the truth is, a panic attack affects almost every organ of the system. So, in this tutorial, we will explore the brain during anxiety, the hormone released during panic, why the heart races, why breathing becomes difficult, why people feel dizzy, numb, and disconnected, and also how the body eventually calms itself down. So this is the anatomy of anxiety and panic attack we're going into. So this is the brain. Inside the brain lies a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. You can see it. The amygdala is the brain fear dictator. Its job is to protect you from danger. When it senses a threat, real or emerging threat, it sends emergency signal throughout the body. Then another part of the brain, as you can see, called the hypothalamus, immediately activates the fight or flight response. So at this moment, the stress hormones are released, the heart increases, muscles prepare for action, attention becomes hyper-focused. Then you will see that in people with anxiety disorder, this amygdala you are seeing now become overactive, reacting so strongly even to normal situation. This is why simple events, entering crowded places, hearing bad news, or overthinking can trigger intense anxiety. This is the adrenaline, the emergency chemical. When I say emergency chemical, what I mean is the body emergency chemical. So once the brain detects danger, the adrenal glands release adrenaline into the bloodstream, as you can see the release. So what's the adrenaline? We all know is a powerful stress hormone. So within seconds, the heart beats faster, blood pressure rises, pupils widens, and the body prepares to survive. So this reaction once helped human beings escape predators. If you hear adrenaline danger, your adrenaline will pop up. But during anxiety, the body reacts this way even when no physical danger exists. The body cannot distinguish real danger from emerging danger. That is why worrying thoughts alone can create real physical symptoms. As you can see here, you see the human adrenal glands releasing glowing adrenaline in these cinematic visuals, releasing adrenaline chemical into the bloodstream. You see the heart accelerating, the veins illuminated. You can see it's a close-up animation. You can see one of the most frightening symptoms of anxiety, which is racing of the heart. The adrenaline will now force the heart to pump faster, so muscle can release more oxygen and energy. And once the muscle receive more oxygen and energy, it leads to pounding heartbeat, chest tightness, palpitation, and sometimes chest pain. Many people experiencing panic attack believe they are having a heart attack. But in most cases, the heart is reacting to stress hormone, not physical danger. The heart is invariably preparing the heart or body to run or fight. How the chest is expanded with stress. Now we are looking at the lungs, how the breathing changes. Anxiety, breathing become rapid and shallow. This is called hyperventilation. The body tries to take in more oxygen quickly, preparing for emergency action. Then, as the body tries to take in more oxygen, quickly preparing for emergency action, the rapid breathing, it results to lowers carbon dioxide level in the blood. And these imbalances causes dizziness, tingling hands, numbness, blurry vision, and lightheadedness. Ironically, people often feel like they cannot breathe, even though they are breathing too fast. This creates more fear, which worsens the panic attack. You can see the medical animation of this explanation. See the human lungs breathing rapidly, and the oxygen and carbon dioxide is changed, and the also okay, we've entered another one. Here is the muscle that is now under stress as a result of this. Anxiety now places the muscle into a state of constant tension. The neck stiffens, the jaw tightens, shoulders rise, hands tremble. And this happens because the nervous system prepares the body for physical action. But then when muscles stay tense for long period, it can now cause you headache, body pain, the fatigue, and shaking. So this is why anxiety is not just emotional, it is deeply physical, very physical. Here now, we are looking at stomach and gut connection with anxiety. The digestive system is strongly connected to the brain. Scientists call it the gut-brain axis. So during panic and anxiety, you see that the digestion slows, the stomach acid changes, and the intestinal movement becomes abnormal. And when this happens, it can cause nausea, stomach pain, diarrhea, constipation, or loss of appetite. And the body will temporarily shut down digestion because survival becomes the priority. So this is why anxiety can literally make someone feel sick. You just feel during that attack, during that panic, you are just feeling sick anyway. So you can see it from this video. You see a detailed animated digestive system reacting to anxiety. You can see the stomach as if it's twisting with stress signal connected to the brain. Let's go into why people feel dizzy or detached during anxiety. During severe panic attack, some people experience derealization or feeling disconnected from reality. And you know why this happens? I will tell you. The reason it happens is because the brain becomes overwhelmed by stress chemical. The blood flow pattern will change, your breathing changes, your sensory processing becomes distorted. Your sensory processing will be distorted. The brain will now enter a protective survival mode. And many people fear they are going crazy, seriously. But then, they are not actually going crazy. These are all sensation, temporary response to extreme anxiety. Let's quickly enter into the panic attack cycle. The first stage in the cycle is a dangerous stage. A strange sensation will first appears. Then the person becomes afraid of the sensation. Then the fear increases adrenaline. The adrenaline will now intensify symptoms. The symptom will now create more fear. Did you see the cycle? This loop escalates rapidly until the panic attack peaks. Let me repeat the cycle. A strange sensation will appear. Then the person becomes afraid of the sensation. That fear will now increase adrenaline. Adrenaline will intensify symptoms. The symptoms will now create even more fear. Then this loop now escalates rapidly until panic attack peak. Now, understanding this cycle is important because awareness helps break the fear response. If you are very much aware of this, it will help to break the fear response. So you can see here. We are now into how the body calms itself. The body cannot stay in panic forever, of course. Eventually, the parasympathetic nervous system will activate itself. Just natural for calming mechanism in the body. When this parasympathetic nervous system activates and the body natural calming system mechanism comes into place, the heart rate will slow, the breathing will stabilize, your muscle will relax, then the stress hormone will then decrease. And this is why panic attack eventually pass over. Even when they feel endless, the body naturally tries to restore balance. Now we have long-term effects of chronic anxiety. When anxiety becomes constant, the body suffers long-term effects. Chronic stress may contribute to this high blood pressure. You see how I mentioned high blood pressure, the long-term effect of chronic anxiety. And not only that, it will also contribute to sleep disorders, to weaken your immunity, bring digestive problems, bring exhaustion, and also emotional burnout. The body was never designed to remain in survival mode permanently. The mental health and physical health are deeply connected. In essence, ignoring anxiety for too long can slowly affect overall well-being. So let's get to the conclusion where there is hope. The anxiety and panic attack are frightening. Yes, they are frightening, but they are not signs of weakness. They are just the body survival system becoming overreactive. So understanding the anatomy of anxiety help remove fear from the experience. So there is hope. Healing is possible through therapy, breathing techniques, proper sleep, exercise, support system, be mindful, and medical care when needed. Your body can still learn to be safe again.